The night air and soul carried with it a charged sense of anticipation, though no one could have predicted the storm that would soon follow. On the evening of August 30th, the modest cable talk show Evening Spotlight, airing on KBS Joy, welcomed two very familiar faces as special guests. Siwan, the actor and singer beloved for his polished acting performances and musical past, took his seat beside Jo Yuri, the rising soloist known for her distinct voice and warmth that lingers on stage. Viewers tuned in expecting light-hearted banter, promotional talk about their recent projects, and perhaps an exchange of witty remarks guided by the program's experienced host. Yet as the show unfolded, it became clear this was no ordinary episode. What would happen live before the nation was an unprecedented confession that reshaped the way both stars are perceived and set the Korean entertainment world ablaze. The program Evening Spotlight has never been a ratings juggernaut, but it has cultivated a steady audience for its casual, down-to-earth format. Unlike the glossy primetime giants, the show prides itself on intimate interviews, often inviting guests to share anecdotes about their daily lives and behind-the-scenes experiences. That night, the studio was lit warmly. Small audience seated in a semicircle, their faces eager as the host guided the conversation through the usual pleasantries. Siwan spoke about his upcoming drama project, his process of diving into character roles, and the unexpected ways fame continues to shape his life. Jo Yuri, smiling brightly, shared details about her latest single, her songwriting inspirations, and her determination to grow as an artist after her early idol career. Everything seemed routine until the host shifted gears. Casually, the host posed a question that seemed harmless at first, nudging about how the two had been seen at overlapping events, how fans speculated about their growing closeness. The audience chuckled softly, expecting playful denials. Instead, a silence filled the room. Siwan's eyes flicked toward Jo Yuri, who met his gaze with an unspoken agreement. He then leaned forward slightly, hands clasped together, and with a deep breath, delivered the words that would reverberate far beyond the studio walls. "Yes," he said, his voice steady but warm. "We are seeing each other. It feels right to share this with everyone tonight." The audience gasped, their surprise audible even through the microphones. The host blinked, caught between professional composure and genuine shock. Jo Yuri placed a hand gently on the table and added, her tone soft yet clear, "We have been close for a while, and we felt it was better to be honest rather than keep this hidden. We wanted our fans to hear directly from us." For a moment, silence enveloped the room. Then, suddenly, the studio erupted into applause, a mix of astonishment and supportive energy cascading through the air. Within minutes, the announcement spread like wildfire across social media. Twitter in South Korea lit up with hashtags such as Siwan Jo Yuri, Evening Spotlight Confession, historic TV moment. Online communities buzzed with disbelief, excitement, and debates. "I can't believe they confessed on live TV," one user wrote. While another gushed, "This is the bravest and most beautiful confession I've seen from a Korean celebrity couple." The mood online mirrored the studio's shock, disbelief, but also growing support. Fans posted edited clips, memes, messages of encouragement, while others expressed frustration, claiming that such revelations distracted from their artistry. The moment even more extraordinary was how candidly the two stars delivered their confession. There was no staged press release, carefully orchestrated dispatch photo leak, no cryptic hints to keep the rumor mill spinning. Instead, it was two celebrities, under warm studio lights, choosing honesty over secrecy. The entertainment industry, accustomed to tightly controlled narratives, suddenly found itself grappling with a new reality. The announcement wasn't just about two people admitting to love, it was about the courage to defy conventions that often demand silence from stars. As the broadcast continued, the host scrambled to maintain composure, asking follow-up questions about how they managed their relationship amidst busy schedules. Siwan responded with a touch of humor. They often met during quieter evenings or supported each other by attending rehearsals and sets discreetly. Jo Yuri confessed she had written parts of her recent single with him in mind, though she had never expected to reveal it in this way. Each sentence felt like a gift to fans who hung on to every word, while the production crew scrambled to accommodate a segment that had suddenly grown far more explosive than anticipated. When the episode ended, the studio audience stood and applauded again, some with tears in their eyes, Outside the building, reporters scrambled to confirm details, while paparazzi rushed to capture photographs. By the time the credits rolled, online news portals across South Korea had already published breaking headlines. Screens in cafes, subway stations, and smartphones alike blared the revelation: I'm Siwan and Jo Yuri were officially a couple, and they had said it live on national television. Hours following the broadcast of Evening Spotlight were marked by a frenzied rush among reporters and entertainment news desks. Phones rang incessantly in the offices of both stars' agencies, while journalists camped outside company headquarters awaiting any official word. It was clear that this confession, delivered live on television, required confirmation from the representatives who usually act as gatekeepers of celebrities' private lives. The public had grown accustomed to denials, evasive statements, or vague reassurances. What happened next, however, cemented the gravity of the moment. I'm Siwan's management agency, Plum A&C, was the first to respond. Late that evening, the company released a carefully worded but clear statement to the press. It is true that our artist I'm Siwan and Jo Yuri have developed a close relationship. The agency confirmed. Kindly ask for the public's warm support as they continue both their individual careers and this new chapter in their personal lives. For longtime observers of the Korean entertainment industry, the absence of hesitation in the statement was groundbreaking. There was no attempt to downplay, no attempt to divert the conversation. The company chose to stand firmly behind their artist's decision. Not long after, Jo Yuri's agency, Akian Entertainment, followed suit with its own release. After careful discussion, we confirmed that Jo Yuri and I'm Siwan are indeed in a relationship. The statement read, "They have approached this with sincerity. We ask fans and the media for understanding, respect, and continued support." The twin confirmations, delivered within hours of the broadcast, shocked many industry insiders. Where typically such revelations are followed by rounds of damage control or strategic silence, here the management companies embrace transparency with unusual speed. Korean media outlets immediately flooded their websites with headlines. Sports Seoul ran a front-page article titled I'm Siwan and Jo Yuri, love story confirmed, while Dispatch, often the harbinger of hidden dating news, ironically found itself sidelined by the couple's voluntary confession. Other outlets, from sports news to Osin, at every angle of the story, from the significance of their agency confirmations to the potential impact on their upcoming projects. International coverage soon followed, with Japanese, Chinese, Western media picking up the story. Headlines in Tokyo and Beijing marveled at their rare openness, while English-language K-pop blogs praised the star's honesty. Inside the Korean entertainment industry, conversations took on a more cautious tone. Analysts and experts debated whether this would set a precedent for other celebrities. Traditionally, idols and actors carefully guard their private lives, fearing backlash from fans who expect them to remain unattached. But I'm Siwan and Jo Yuri's boldness challenged this paradigm. Some industry veterans praised their bravery, suggesting it could lead to healthier dynamics between stars and their audiences. Others worried it might encourage a backlash, as fan culture in Korea remains complex and sometimes unforgiving. While the fan communities themselves were deeply divided, supporters flooded social media with messages of love, sharing fan art and celebratory edits of the couple. Tags like "Congratulations Siwan Yuri" trended for days. "This is a beautiful step forward for Korean celebrities," one fan tweeted, while another posted, "They deserve happiness, and I'm proud they shared this with us." Yet not everyone was supportive. Some fans expressed disappointment, concerns that Jo Yuri's career as a young soloist could be overshadowed by dating news, or that I'm Siwan's carefully cultivated image might be compromised. Fan cafes and Weverse forums filled with heated debates, moderators struggling to maintain civility as opinions clashed. Cultural commentators were quick to weigh in. Professor Han Ji-yoon, a media studies scholar at Korea University, remarked in an interview, "The moment is historic not only for these two stars but for the entertainment industry as a whole. To confess openly on live television, followed by immediate confirmation from agencies, marks the turning point in the balance of power between celebrities and the media." Another analyst noted that in the past, celebrities often lived in fear of being exposed by paparazzi. By owning their narrative, I'm Siwan and Jo Yuri may have rewritten the rules. Impact went beyond fans and media. Brands associated with the two stars issued statements of support, subtly signaling that their professional endorsements would not be affected. Television producers and music executives privately acknowledged that while there may be short-term turbulence, the long-term effect could be positive. Public grows more accepting of celebrities leading normal personal lives. In the days that followed, clips of the confession on Evening Spotlight continued to circulate online, garnering millions of views across platforms. International fans shared subtitled versions, while Korean netizens revisited the moment with renewed fascination. The video became a cultural artifact, played not just for its entertainment value but for what it represented, a departure from secrecy, a choice for honesty. As the dust slowly settled, one thing became clear: the announcement was more than a headline. It was a cultural shift. The courage of Siwan and Ri, bolstered by the immediate validation from Plum A and C and Wacky Entertainment, set a new standard for how relationships might be revealed in Korean entertainment. It sparked conversations about authenticity, privacy, evolving expectations of fans. It demonstrated that celebrities could, under the right circumstances, define their narrative without losing their audience's respect. And, under the warm lights of a modest cable talk show, a new chapter began not only for Siwan and Ri, but also for an industry long defined by secrecy. Their confession was not merely a revelation of love, it was a bold rewriting of the rules. A signal that perhaps the time has come for greater openness in a world that has often demanded silence. And as fans across the globe continue to process what they witnessed live on television, one truth remains undeniable: this moment will be remembered as a landmark in the history of Korean entertainment.